Hello everyone, my name is Nilanjan Chatterjee. Today we are going to discuss the second episode of Indus Valley Civilization. I'm repeating, this is our second video on the Indus Valley Civilization. If you haven't watched the first part of our discussion on Indus Valley Civilization, please visit our channel, go and watch the first video on Indus Valley Civilization. In the first video, we discussed two aspects of Indus Valley Civilization that are geographical extent of the civilization and town planning of the civilization, where we discussed some important sites of Indus Valley Civilization. If you haven't watched, please go and watch. Now, this video we are going to discuss some major features of Indus civilization. For example, society, culture, economy, religion, etc. Okay, so we'll be looking forward to investigating the material sources to understand and analyze these aspects of Indus Valley civilization. And under those material sources, we'll be investigating seals, we'll be investigating pottery, beads, everything that were used and manufactured by the people of Indus. We have come to our first slide that is on social organization. We'll be discussing about two cities, and as we have mentioned earlier in our previous video, Indus cities are mostly divided into two broader segments. One is the upper town, that was called the citadel, and the other one is called the lower town. Okay, that was the commercial town. The upper town was most of the time fortified, and the lower town in some cases are fortified and in some cases are open. Okay, and citadel, at the heart of Harappan cities, to the citadel are raised area housing administrative and religious centers. Okay, this architectural feature suggests a stratified society with clear division of power and purpose, which means the people living in the upper town, that is in the citadel area, were more powerful than the people living in the lower town or the commercial area. At least that is what historians think about Indus society. Now we've come to the lower town surrounding the citadel. The lower town bustled with residential and commercial activities. This area was home to the majority, this is very important, of the population, and served as the economic engine of the civilization. Okay, so the majority of people used to stay in the lower towns of Indus Valley civilization, Indus cities. Okay, now the third slide, the enigma of the Indus scripts. So as we've already mentioned, there are a couple of historians who've worked on Indus Valley scriptures and seals, and from them Jonathan Mark Kinower is a very important figure who has worked on Indus seals. Okay, and there are at least 400 unique symbols, okay, which have been found from Indus scripts and seals, and which is largely undeciphered. Why is it undeciphered? There are multiple reasons. For example, it doesn't match. Okay, it doesn't resemble with the other scriptures of that time. For example, the scriptures of Mesopotamia, okay, or Egypt. The iconographies used in Indus seals and scriptures do not match with other scriptures of other civilizations of the same time, like Mesopotamia and Egypt. We have come to another slide, that is the administrative purpose of the Indus script. The scholars believe that the script used by Indus people served administrative and commercial functions, facilitating trade and record keeping. Okay, so these seals were more, used more as tokens. Okay, used in multiple trading and communicative activities, including administrative purpose. Okay. And also it had, the third point is that it had some ritual significance. The presence of the script on ritual objects suggests it may have also held religious and ceremonial importance. Okay, the Indus seals and scripts. Artistry in clay This is another important point for Harappa and Indus Valley Civilization. The first point is Redwear Pottery. Okay, Redwear Pottery. The hallmark of Harappan pottery was redware adorned with intricate black geometric and naturalistic designs. Okay, and these vessels, particularly, I've also already shown one vessel in the slide. These vessels showcase the artistic sophistication and technical skills of Indus Valley craftsmen. Okay, so what are the colors used? Mostly red and black. Okay, now next slide. Diverse forms. Harappan potters produced a wide range of vessel shapes and sizes, catering to various domestic and commercial needs. Okay, this diversity reflects the complex social and economic structure of the civilization. Okay, now we've come to the art of adornment, the art of bead making. Okay, the craftsmen sourced semi-precious stones like carnelian and lapis lazuli from distant regions. Okay, from Sumeria, from Akkad, and other important centers of ancient world, highlighting extensive trade networks. This is also important. So, material culture is leading us towards economic dimensions of Indus Valley Civilization. Okay, that is one way of understanding history. Point number 2: specialized workshops. Cities like Chandudaro, Lothal, etc. They housed dedicated bead making workshops, indicating high level of specialization. Okay. The third point is the beads were prized for their beauty and craftsmanship, serving as personal adornments and trade goods. Okay. Seals. Now we've come to the point of seals and sealings, primarily crafted from steatite. These seals were finely engraved and fired for durability. Okay, the intricate designs of these seals showcase the advanced artistic skills of Harappan craftsmen. Okay, and there were different kinds of seals. For example, the intaglio seals. Okay, the stamp or intaglio seals, the button seals, etc. Okay, these were different forms of different kinds of seals used by the people of Indus Valley Civilization, and those seals had diverse motifs. Okay, they featured a variety of motifs, including animals like bulls, unicorns, mythical creatures, and geometric patterns. Okay, and these motifs are often treated by the historians as some ancient totems. Okay, there are a lot of discussions regarding what were the important totems of Indus Valley people. We'll come to that in some other videos. Okay, and the functional purpose of the seals used by Indus Valley Civilization, used by the people of Indus Valley Civilization, was that the seals were used in trade and administration and served as markers of authenticity and ownership. This is very important. The seals were markers of authenticity and ownership, and their impressions on clay facilitated commercial exchanges within and beyond Harappan territories. Okay. Now we'll talk about some important sculptures. Okay. The first point is the dancing girl, a bronze marvel. Okay. The artistic excellence of this dancing girl is a 10.5 centimeter bronze statue from Mohenjo-daro exemplifies the artistic mastery of Harappan metal workers, as you can see in the image, and lost wax technique was used. The figurine was created using lost wax casting method demonstrating advanced metallurgical knowledge. Okay, that signifies the Indus people had good knowledge, sound knowledge about metallurgy. Okay, and the figure also gives some cultural insights of Harappa and Mohenjo-daro. Another important sculpture that we are going to talk about is the priest king. Okay, the priest king, which is discovered from Mohenjo-daro. This steatite sculpture stands as one of the most iconic finds from Indus Valley Civilization, and the distinctive feature of this priest king sports a beard and a trefoil patterned robe with contemplative expression that has intrigued archaeologists for decades. As you can see on the left side of your screen, there is an image of that priest king where you have the trefoil patterned robe with contemplative expression that has intrigued archaeologists for decades. Interpretations of this priest king is debated. The sculpture likely represents a figure of authority or ritual importance, probably, in Harappan society. Apart from that, apart from the dancing girl and the priest king, the mother goddess figurines symbolize fertility. Okay, and as we can see in this slide, abundance of terracotta figurines depicting women with exaggerated figures have been found across Harappan sites. Okay, point number 2, symbolism. Okay, these figurines are believed to represent fertility goddesses, highlighting the importance of agriculture and reproduction in Harappan culture. Okay, and the third point is domestic rituals. Okay, the prevalence of these figurines suggests they may have played a role in household worship or personal devotion. Now we have come to the economic part of this discussion. The terracotta models of bulls, elephants, mythical creatures were common in Indus Valley. These figurines likely served multiple purposes, from children's toys to religious objects, reflecting the economic importance and symbolic significance of animals in Harappan society. Since it was an agrarian society, largely agrarian society, and partially pastoralist society, where cattle rearing and rearing in general was an important work, these figurines play an important role to understand the economic aspect of Indus Valley Civilization. Apart from that, the Pashupati Seal, where at the center of the seal there is an image of Pashupati in a yogic posture and surrounded by animals, okay, a companion of animals including tiger, buffalo, and various animals, okay. And scholars have interpreted that this Pashupati, the image of Pashupati, can be treated as a prototype of Shiva, okay. Now we have come to the next slide. The agricultural practices, the foundation of Harappan economy. It relied on diverse crop cultivation. Harappans grew a variety of crops including wheat, barley, peas, and cotton, okay, adapting the fertile alluvial plains of Indus River. Okay, advanced irrigation system was also there, can also be noticed. Sophisticated irrigation systems including reservoirs, as I've already mentioned in the previous video, and canals can also be seen in Indus Valley Civilization. And surplus production, the third point, surplus production, agricultural surplus supported urban population and facilitated trade both internally and with neighboring regions. Okay, craft specialization, artisans of Harappa. This is extremely important. Harappan potters produced high quality wares with intricate designs. I've already talked about pottery and beads and jewelry. Okay, the beads. Skilled artisans crafted exquisite jewelry from semi-precious stones and metals. Okay, and finally metallurgy. I've already discussed the sculpture of dancing girl, etc. The trade networks, the internal trades, for example, the cities like Harappa and Mohenjo-daro served as trade hubs, and also Lothal. Okay, Lothal was the most important trading center of Indus Valley Civilization. And long distance commerce, okay, long distance trade with Mesopotamia, Central Asia, and Persian Gulf can also be seen in Indus Valley Civilization from the ancient records. Okay, so from these long distance trade, we can guess that there were some cultural exchanges between different civilizations, particularly in the Persian Gulf region and Indus region. Uh, Okay, so we have come to the concluding part of our video. In this slide, as we can see, the legacy of Indus Valley Civilization. Indus Valley Civilization in general, although we do not know a lot of, we do not have a lot of historical information about Indus Valley Civilization. We have a lot of historical sources, but they are largely unspecific, okay, about Indus Valley Civilization. The historians are still working on the discovery of Indus Valley Civilization. At least they're trying to decipher the seals, the scripts of Indus Valley Civilization. And recently, a huge water tank has been found from Rakhigarhi, as we know, in December 2024. So this is a very important chapter for your KS preparation, and I hope you like the video. Please feel free to share your thoughts. Thank you very much.